Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Aviation 04 and today we're going to be doing something I haven't done in a long time. We're going to be doing an unboxing. So I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been doing a lot of reviews and that's mainly just because I haven't had the time to do a lot of the unboxing portion of it. I just do the reviews after the fact because I just like to open the package. But should be 4 models in here. I think they're 4 good ones too. 4 restocks, NG models. So just pop this open. There we go. And there's the first one. You can see it right there. Just gonna take them all out real quick. So that's actually my mistake. I actually have 5 models. I forgot I ordered one of these. So the first ones we're going to start out with are restocks. You saw it right at the start. I ended up getting 2 American Airlines 737-800s. Now these ones are the restocks. So American did 2 versions of these ones. You have the original, went back in 2020 or 2019, I want to say, when NG models first became a company and when they first started releasing models. And then they did this one. This is the most recent 737-8. This is not the one with the American winglets. But yeah, these were restocked and I figured I'd pick a couple up because Orlando gets a fair amount of these at times, especially over the summer. In the winter time, it's more A321s. However, there's a fair bit of 737s still going on. So we're gonna pop into these ones. So getting into this one, I hope there are no issues with it. I know the 737s typically don't have too many issues, so I've been really looking forward to get these. I missed it when it first came out, and so I'm really happy to be able to get it now. And there it is. And we'll get the other one out too. There they are. So unfortunately, upon further review, one of them is actually missing an antenna right up here. You can kind of see it a little bit, but that's where it would go. That's the hole right there. It is quite unfortunate. I'm gonna hopefully see if I can try to get a replacement from somewhere. But other than that, we're just gonna hop right into the review of them. So starting off at the front, you have your nose cone, you have your cockpit windows, your R1 door, it's on the other side, I'll turn it around after, but your overwing exits, your beacon light, that's what I'm talking about. The antenna's right there. I'll move this other one over, and you can, if it'll focus, you can see that it's right there. It's missing the antenna. So again, I'm gonna try to replace it. If not, it's not too big of a detail. It's not like a paint chip or anything, so that's good. But anyways, moving back, you have your American Airlines billboard titles, you have your overwing exits, your engines, the CFM 56s, they're very nicely sized on this, on the NG mold. That's one of my favorite molds. Actually, it is probably the best 737 mold. You have your Wi-Fi dome, your registration, which is November 903, November, the American flag, and then you have the beautiful American Airlines flag and the American flag. And then the other side tells a very similar story, except right here you have your L1 door, overwing exits, your wings, and that's the rest of it. And I forgot to show the underside, so you have your landing gear, if it'll focus, there it goes. Pretty standard underside, the wheels are in line, they do roll, which is nice. So apart from the missing antenna on the one, I'm still really satisfied with this. NG did a really good job with them. The mold is outstanding and the colors are great. And I'm really looking forward to adding this into the airports. So the next one is another NG model, and this one is the United 737-900 in the Evo Blue livery. So I didn't realize I don't have many Evo Blues at all, I think, outside of the Sierra J200. Although there's going to be a video that's kind of a hint of another one coming. at some point. Another video coming. I have one. It's right behind me right now, actually. I just haven't done a video on it yet, but this one is one that I've been looking forward to getting for a very long time now, as these do service a lot into both Syracuse and Orlando. So we're gonna dive right into the review. So starting off at the front, you have your nose cone, you have your cockpit windows, Star Alliance logo. On the other one, on the American one, I should have pointed out, there's the One World logo. But irregardless, you have this text. I believe it's connecting people and uniting the world. That's what they've been putting on all their Evo Blue liveries. So, yeah, and I just think that's a nice message that they put on every aircraft. So, moving back, you have your L1 door, your big United titles in the Evo Blue livery. Moving back, you have your overwing exits. You have an antenna and a beacon light, your Wi-Fi dome, and your winglets with your split scimitars. This one's kind of out of focus. They're just blue. They're the same color. Perfectly sized CFM 56 engines. Another emergency exit. And then moving back once again, you have another antenna, your registration, which is November 38417, your American flag, and the beautiful United tail. And then flipping it around on the other side, the only difference is you have your cargo doors right here. In my opinion, this livery by United was a huge upgrade from what they had in the past. Out of the past new liveries that have come out in the past few years, I don't think a lot of them have had. They've either had a split reaction or a completely negative reaction, and then it grows on a lot of people. This one, I think a lot of people, and I'll speak for myself in this one, but I like this one. I actually love this one. As soon as they unveiled it, I was a big fan of it. I think it looks really good on all their planes, and again, a big upgrade from the Continental. Although the Continental one is that one does kind of hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts just because of how nostalgic it is, but yeah, NG with this model, they did a really great job with it, and I look forward to adding this one to the collection as well. Now moving on to the next one, we actually have a Gemini jet for this one. This one's from 2018, and it is the American Airlines Airbus A321, and this was a former US Airways aircraft. Now this model is infamous for having huge CFM engines and a lot of quality control issues like the wings falling off and a lot of that stuff. This release actually kind of started deeming the downfall of Gemini jets with their quality control issues and everything, but they have come around and they have fixed a lot of things, which is nice to see, but this was kind of at the peak of when Gemini was having a lot of their problems. And then just taking a quick look at the box, it's just your standard Gemini Jets box. These things always read highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed and printed graphics, and as real as it gets features. American Airlines licensing, and again, a 2018 model. So we're just gonna open this one right up. So as of that time, of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of high pressure sections. So my hope is that this one shouldn't have any of the quality control issues. I know it's going to obviously have big CFM engines, but there it is. It doesn't seem to. Yeah, everything's all set, so that's nice. And then we're just going to review it. So starting off at the front, you have your nose cone, your cockpit windows. That right there says A321. You have your L1 doors, antenna, big American titles. Moving back, you have an emergency exit, your overly sized CFM engines, fenced winglets on this one. So that's how you can tell it was a US Airways plane. I'm sorry. And then finally, moving back, you have an American flag and your registration. And you have your registration, which is November 187 Uniform Sierra, your rear door, and again, the American Airlines tail. The only thing different you'll find on the other side is just your cargo doors down below. Well, and as you saw, Gemini Jet's quality control strikes again. This is not something that... This is what's very unfortunate, and this kind of just emphasizes what I was just saying. It's unfortunate. I'm just going to slide this back and just not touch it. I'll glue it eventually, but for now, I just wanted to show the front of it. It's kind of tough to see from here, but you can kind of see that the wings are they're lipped up like that, so they're more at not a level angle. They're at an angle more than level. But even the CFM engines, like they're not great, but they're certainly not as noticeable as they have been. This one was good. I've seen much worse with the engines being draped way lower. So overall, other than the quality control issues, it's really unfortunate, and that just kind of brings up why this model is so infamous. So now the reason I did want to get this one was because I do need some more A321s at Orlando, and plus the fence tip. That's a big thing. It's unfortunate, the quality control issues, and I knew the CFMs were gonna be big, so I just decided to get it anyways. But yeah, I do look forward to putting this one as well in the updates. I think it's gonna be good. And then the last one of this bunch is one that I think has been the most highly anticipated one for a very long time. Very fortunate to be able to pick this one up. I'm gonna guess it's gonna sell out soon, and if it doesn't, then maybe it won't sell out, but I think it will eventually. And that would be the Delta Connection Embraer 175. Yes, Gemini finally made it, and I was fortunate enough to pick one up and get one in my hands. Getting into this one, again, just a standard Gemini box. I read the details of the last one. 2023 release, so one big thing you can kind of see with this is they did change up the packaging. It does look more clean like this, so I do appreciate that. That's some information if you'd like to read it. And there's the model. Just gonna pop it open now. These boxes are so tough to open sometimes. The Gemini ones aren't as bad as the NG ones, but sometimes they are quite tough to get into. And here it is. One of the most highly anticipated models ever by Gemini Jets. Man, oh man, I can't believe this is in the collection now. But starting off at the front, you have your nose cone, your cockpit windows, your L1 door, Delta Connection titles. Moving back, you have your engines, your wings, and your enhanced winglets back here. They're at an angle. I'll show you after. But moving back once again, you have the American flag and your registration, which is November 274 Sierra Yankee, and you have your rear door. And then of course you have your Delta logo on the tail, your horizontal stabilizers, and then your APU in the back. Quick little look at the underside as well. They did a really nice job with this one. Really satisfied with this. So the biggest problem with Gemini's E175s have been the wing angles. I'm really satisfied with these ones. They've been at really high angles, and that just kind of goes to show you the quality control issues that they've had with their molds. This one's quite well, and I really do appreciate that. The only other issue that I've spotted, and a lot of other collectors have spotted, is that this nose gear seems a little low, so the nose is actually tilted down a little bit. It's not horrendous, and it's certainly not as bad as it has been in the past. So the biggest thing is that I now have a Delta Connection Embraer 175 in the collection. Honestly, it's a beautiful sight to see. 3 of the most highly anticipated and requested models by Gemini Jets have been delivered. And I really appreciate that Gemini was able to release these and able to do them. I mean, obviously they've been highly requested. I mean, this has been years in the making, so really excited to have all of these in the collection, and again, really excited to put them in the airports. So that's going to do it for the video. I really hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. Hopefully I will be able to post some more videos. School's been very busy, so that's kind of been what's taken up a lot of the time. I really hope everyone has a great day, and goodbye.